Kaspa, or CAS, is exploding right now. Massive whale accumulation, thin liquidity, trendline breakouts, and every major on-chain signal flipping bullish. What's up, everyone? It's Goldrush here on the Goldrush Crypto Daily channel, and I'm so glad you hit play today. If you're new to the community, welcome home. This is where we break down the news that matters, give you the insider perspective, and keep it 100% real about what's moving in this market. You're about to see exactly why Kaspa is dominating the conversation right now. Let's get into it. Let's start with this straightforward post from Kaspa Enthusiast. They're saying Kaspa is back at 6 cents. No hype, just information. As you can see in this post, they're showing the Binance chart of KAS at 6.06 cents, up 20.5% in the last 24 hours with 12.3 million in volume. Here's what's interesting. This isn't just random pump energy. Behind this price action, you're looking at whales who have been quietly accumulating for months, and now that accumulation is finally breaking out. The coin just broke free from a 5-month downtrend that had most people demoralized, frustrated, and ready to call it dead money. That's always the setup though, right? Everyone's bearish, everyone's selling, and then boom, the move happens. What we're witnessing is the transition from weakness to strength, and Kaspa's proof-of-work blockDAG technology achieving 10 blocks per second is exactly the kind of fundamental advantage that justifies this kind of momentum when it finally hits. Now here's where it gets spicy. This next one comes from Kaspa Daily, and they're pointing out that Kaspa is literally leading the entire top 100 today. We're talking about outperforming every major altcoin, up 21% in 24 hours, and the momentum just flipped hard in favor of the buyers. Look at the screenshot they provided. KAS at 6.1 cents, topping the daily gainers list, and the technical setup is pristine. The money flow index is signaling rising buying pressure. The bull-bear power just turned positive. Kaspa broke out of a falling channel on the daily charts, which means that technical resistance that had been holding it back for months just got shattered. You've got resistance at 6.6 cents next, but honestly, with this kind of momentum, I wouldn't be shocked if we breeze through that in days. And this breakout is happening during an altcoin rally. Imagine what happens when Bitcoin stabilizes and capital rotates harder into the alt-season trade. This is the detail that most traders are missing, and it's honestly the most bullish signal of all. From Kaspa Daily again, the largest wallet in the entire Kaspa ecosystem just added another 10.4 million KAS to its holdings. We're talking about this wallet now controlling 4.45% of the entire Kaspa supply, 4.45% in a single wallet. That's significant. And here's the kicker. This wasn't organic buying. This came directly from Gate.io, which means an institution or mega-wealthy individual is pulling coins off the exchange and moving them into long-term storage. This is how supply shocks happen. When big players start removing liquidity from exchanges, there's less coin available for new buyers. Price discovery becomes more difficult, volatility increases, and smaller buy orders create outsized price movement. The accumulation trend is firmly intact. This wallet has been adding consistently, week after week, and every step of the way, the price climbs. That's not coincidence. That's intelligent capital positioning itself before the masses realize what's happening. Dr. Bull Zeus just posted a technical analysis that I'm obsessed with because it cuts through all the noise. He says, stop overcomplicating it. The chart is simple. Kaspa broke the trend line and held support. The shakeout is complete. We are leaving the station. What does that mean? For months, Kaspa was in a downtrend, meaning anyone holding was underwater. Everyone was panicking, and weak hands were constantly getting flushed out. That's the shakeout. The people who panicked sold at the bottom already left the game. The people holding through that, they're not going anywhere. And now that support level near 5 cents held perfectly, which confirms that the downtrend is officially broken. The path to lowest resistance is to the upside. Previous highs are around 12 cents. That would be a 200% move from here. And yes, Dr. Bull Zeus is encouraging accumulation because the technical setup is that clear. This is the kind of setup you study in textbooks. Clean breakout, support held, momentum confirmed. Anyone selling here is literally leaving money on the table. Now, Kaspa Lens just dropped something that should make every single trader sit up straight. This tweet is long, but it's worth every word, and I'm going to break down why what they're saying matters more than the price itself. The recent Kaspa move might look like hype, but there's something much more structural happening underneath. Get this, even with a 50% price increase in less than a week, the overall spot volume is still relatively moderate. That seems confusing at first, right? Usually, more volume means more buying. But that's not what's happening here. The reason is insanely bullish. The sell-side liquidity is extremely thin. Translation: there aren't many people actually willing to sell their coins at current prices. When ask walls are small and resting volume is low, even a modest wave of buy orders can obliterate the entire ask side and push price up several percent in seconds. A single market order of 100,000 plus can currently absorb several price levels because there's so little resistance on the ask side. And you know what's creating this thin liquidity? The same whales we talked about earlier. They've been removing coins from circulation for months. The supply not moved in over 2 years metric is telling you that long-term holders, the convicts, are not selling. That's intentional. That's strategy. Fewer coins hitting the market, combined with steady buy pressure, creates explosive upside moves. Then you add the social media effect. Kaspa is trending everywhere. CMC, CoinGecko, social feeds, algorithm recommendations. Fresh liquidity is flowing in. New traders are discovering it. They're buying via FOMO, and short-term players will eventually exit, creating pullbacks. But the bigger picture remains unchanged, as long as long-term holders control the majority of supply, and sellers offer weak liquidity. Even moderate buy pressure pushes price significantly higher. Yes, low liquidity works both ways. Price can move down fast too if large sellers appear, but right now, the balance clearly leans toward buying interest. The sellers are weak, the buyers are strategic. This is exactly the kind of setup that leads to exponential moves, and it's unfolding in front of us right now. Alright team, that's what we're seeing unfold with Kaspa right now. A broken downtrend, whale accumulation, technical confirmation, and a liquidity setup that's practically begging for price appreciation. This is how you spot the moves before they get obvious. If you found this breakdown valuable, I need you to smash that like button right now. Seriously, hit it. And if you're not subscribed to the Goldrush Crypto Daily channel yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now and turn on those notifications so you never miss when the next breakout is happening. Share this video with your crypto crew. Send it to that friend who thinks alt season is over. They need to see this. Quick reminder though, nothing in this video is financial advice. I'm sharing analysis and perspective based on public information. Do your own research, manage your risk, and only invest what you can afford to lose. Crypto is volatile. These setups can reverse. Always play it smart. Check out more videos on this channel where we break down these kinds of setups daily. The algorithm will show them to you if you engage here. This is Gold Rush. Stay sharp, stay hungry, and I'll see you in the next one.